In 1995, most people thought the internet was for nerds and hobbyists. The few who treated it as infrastructure rather than entertainment built the next decade's fortunes. AI is the exact same moment happening right now, and you're already inside it. Let me start with something that might sting a little. The average person who discovers AI goes through a very predictable pattern. They try ChatGPT, they're amazed for about a week, they use it to write a few emails or plan a vacation, and then it just becomes another app on their phone that they occasionally open and forget about. Sound familiar? That's the fun trap. AI feels powerful in the moment, but without a strategy, that power just evaporates into entertainment. Now here's what the other group does differently. They don't ask the question, what can AI do? They ask, what problems can AI solve that people will pay money to have solve? That one mental shift changes everything, because the moment you start thinking about AI as a value delivery machine rather than a novelty, the income opportunities become incredibly obvious. Let's talk about the first and most accessible opportunity: content creation at scale. Right now, businesses of every size are desperate for content. Blog posts, social media captions, product descriptions, email newsletters, video scripts. The demand is essentially infinite. And here's the thing most people don't realize. The companies that need this content aren't looking to learn AI themselves. They just want the output. So when you position yourself as someone who uses AI to deliver high-quality content quickly and consistently, you become extremely valuable. You're not selling AI, you're selling time, expertise, and results. Freelancers who have made this shift are regularly landing clients and charging competitive rates, not because they have some secret, but because they understood the value proposition before most people woke up to it. The second opportunity is what I'd call the automation consultant lane. Every small business owner is running on fumes. They're doing repetitive tasks manually, responding to the same customer questions over and over, sorting through data, writing the same types of emails with slight variations. AI can handle most of this, but here's the gap. Most small business owners have no idea how to set this up. They don't have time to learn, and they don't know who to ask. That's where you come in. You learn how to build simple AI-powered workflows, and you offer to implement them for businesses as a service. This doesn't require you to be a developer. There are tools built specifically for non-technical people to create these systems. One good implementation for a local business could take you a few hours and generate a meaningful income. Now I want to address something that stops a lot of people right here. They hear this and they think, but I'm not an expert. I don't know enough about AI to charge people for anything. Let me push back on that hard. Expertise is relative. You do not need to be an AI researcher to help a local restaurant set up automated responses to common customer inquiries. You do not need a computer science degree to help a solopreneur batch produce their weekly newsletter content. You just need to be a few steps ahead of the person you're helping. That's it. And given how fast this space is moving, a few hours of focused learning puts you ahead of a vast majority of business owners who are too busy running their companies to stay current on tools. Here's where the psychology gets interesting. Most people look at AI and think about what it can do for them personally. Smart people look at AI and think about what it can do for others. That outward focus, that shift from consumer to provider, is the single biggest mental upgrade you can make. Because the internet has already proven this pattern over and over again. The people who made the most money from social media weren't the ones with the most followers. They were the ones helping other people grow their followings. The people who made the most money from e-commerce weren't always the ones selling the hottest products. They were the ones teaching sellers how to run their stores more effectively. AI is following the exact same curve. Let's get into a third income path that most people completely overlook: digital products built with AI assistance. Think about ebooks, guides, templates, frameworks, mini courses, things people pay for once that you create once. AI dramatically compresses the time it takes to create these products. What used to take weeks of research and writing can now be assembled in days when you're using AI intelligently as a co-creator. The key is that you still bring judgment, direction, real-world experience, and a unique angle. AI handles the heavy lifting of drafting and organizing. Together, you produce something genuinely useful that you can sell repeatedly without trading more hours for dollars. And this brings me to something I really want you to sit with for a moment. We are at an inflection point. Not in the dramatic science fiction sense, but in a very practical economic sense. Right now, the skills involved in monetizing AI are still rare enough that they command significant value in the marketplace. But that window is not permanent. With each passing month, more people catch on, more courses get created, more competition enters the space. The people who move early don't just earn more, they build authority, portfolios, and client relationships that compound over time. The people who wait until it's obvious will find a much more crowded room. I'm not saying this to create panic. I'm saying this because urgency is sometimes the most honest thing you can offer someone. This technology is not a trend that will pass. It is a fundamental shift in how work gets done and how value gets created. And you have a choice right now about which side of that shift you want to be on. Let me give you something concrete to walk away with. If you want to start today, here is the simplest path forward. Pick one skill you already have: writing, design, marketing, customer service, research, whatever it is. Now spend 1 week learning exactly how AI tools can enhance that specific skill. Not AI in general, not everything about every tool, just AI applied to your existing skill set. Then reach out to 5 people, business owners, freelancers, anyone who might need what you can produce, and offer to deliver something valuable using your newly amplified capability. Do not wait until you feel fully ready, because that moment is a myth. You learn by doing, and every iteration makes you faster and better. The people using AI for fun are going to have a great time. I genuinely mean that. This technology is remarkable, entertaining, and fascinating. But fun and income are not mutually exclusive. In fact, when you figure out how to earn from something you genuinely find interesting, it stops feeling like work entirely. That's the real prize here. Not just extra income, though that matters enormously for a lot of people. It's the feeling of being someone who moves with the times rather than being moved by them. Someone who looked at a transformative technology and asked the better question. The tools are accessible. The demand is real. The timing right now is genuinely favorable. What's missing for most people isn't access, information, or even ability. What's missing is the decision to stop treating AI like a toy and start treating it as the business tool it actually is. That decision is yours to make, and now you have no excuse for not making it.